Well, I like to tell people that although both are significant in a professional license holder's life, anyone can get arrested, right? So, I tell my clients that, I can go out with them for coffee and we can be in a coffee shop for a half an hour and emerge from that coffee shop. And the police can roll up on us and accuse us of having robbed the bank 15 minutes ago, or that we matched the description of having assaulted or robbed a person, and then we would ultimately, and my point is, we would get arrested. We have absolutely no criminal culpability for that allegation. And ultimately, without question, if we went back into the coffee machine at some point and we pulled tapes and all of that, it will show that we were there and not in a position to have undertaken this alleged robbery. So the point is that anyone can get arrested. When you are convicted, it means that you've gone through a formal judicial process of some sort, and you've either admitted to the behavior, the criminal conduct in court, whereby that will result in a conviction via your plea of guilt or plea of guilty, or a finding of a jury or a judge in the case of a bench trial, which results in a conviction. So ultimately, many bodies, and again, many professional licensing bodies will pose the question of whether or not you've ever been convicted in the, of a crime within the last reporting period versus arrested. Now that may change for some, but generally speaking, licensing bodies are consumed, if not concerned, with convictions more so than mere arrest. And it also, I might add, depend on what you're ultimately convicted of. So if you are, for example, charged with a criminal offense, in New York, that's a misdemeanor or a felony, and then ultimately your conviction is not the original crime for which you were charged, but a reduced result of disposition that results in something that is not a misdemeanor or felony, meaning not a criminal conviction. Maybe it's a traffic infraction, maybe it's a violation, which is lower in New York State, then your licensing body may not be concerned with that entire incident at all. So ultimately, it's best to consult with an attorney who, ideally whose practice focus area is in that particular area in terms of professional licensing protection as well as the criminal charge. They sort of both work hand in hand.